Okay, welcome back. Last time we made our way through the Enchanted Forest, also stopped to help a witch in the ant caves on our way, and today we can start up with the pools of the ancient dead. So let's get right on into it. And okay, there's a cutscene. Okay, so, judging from the fact that this is the pools of the ancient dead, I can safely assume this is going to be a water level, which means I'm probably going to have a bad time with this stage. I just know it in advance.
Cold and dark and reeking of death. Real remembers an ancient battle fought here between the forces of good and the dark armies of Zarok. Now the marshes are full of the restless dead.
Okay, so, that is, I guess, this is a historical battlefield. Weapons are useless against the heavy armor of the knights. Don't let them shove you in the swamp. That mud will never come out. Okay, so, if my weapons are useless, maybe I should try shoving them with the hammer. Because the hammer has the shockwave if I charge it up. I could also, in theory, use the daring dash, but at the same time, I have a feeling that would be a bad idea. Mostly because I'd just run off the edge.
Greetings, stranger. I am the boatman. It is I who ferry lost souls on their final journey to the land of the dead. But oh, have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue. Not you too. Thanks to Zarok's meddlings, I'm up to my eye sockets in lost souls who've woken from the eternal sleep. Business hasn't been this brisk since before they invented sanitation. Look, if you help me to gather up a boatload of 8 lost souls and bring them here, I'll drop you off at the sunken town of Melamede. How's that sound?
Okay, so I guess we need to go and find 8 lost souls. I should also probably be very careful about the idea of using the daring dash in this level. Because if I touch the water, I die. So, you know, maybe not exactly the most... Honestly, I think this could end up being one of the hardest levels in the game, just because of the fact that if I fall into the water, I die, and there appears to be water everywhere. On the plus side, the knights don't seem to be that bad to have to... Like, killing the knights doesn't seem that bad. Well, killing the armor. The knights... Okay. So, yeah, the knights don't seem that bad. They seem to just throw daggers at me, and they also seem to be not that much of a threat. However, they do seem to be able to come back out of the water if I knock them in. So, that's not exactly ideal, and I do need to be very... Okay, I was too close to the... I was too far inland when I made that jump, and as such didn't ended up not making the jump. Okay, now if I just daring dash forward, I do want to be very careful about these things though, because honestly, they aren't particularly tough, but at the same time, you know, narrow pathways over death pits is maybe not the most ideal thing to be dealing with in any game, really. I don't think it's something that anyone would be particularly fond of dealing with. Can I read this sign? Does the sign say anything? Honestly, I probably shouldn't try it. The sign does not say anything. Okay, I have 2... Okay, I guess the helmets are the lost souls. And the chalice is right there, but obviously I need to get way more progress towards that to be able to get the chalice to materialize, I suppose. So, let's be a little bit careful about this. Also, now that I think about it, I think using the chalice to do... Yeah, I think the chalice was Sir Dan's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his level 1 super in PlayStation All-Stars. I'll be honest, it's been a very long time since I played PlayStation All-Stars. I don't really remember what his supers were. I remember what Spike's was. I remember Spike's level 3 basically called in like an orbital strike or something. Because it was just a guaranteed everyone on screen is dead move. Oof. So I remember in my little bit of time playing that game online, I would see Spike a lot. It was like Spike and Kratos were probably the two most popular characters in the game, from what I recall. Probably because Kratos was absolutely just disgustingly broken in that game. But then again, at the same time, I don't think anyone was really playing PlayStation All-Stars for a incredibly balanced fighting game experience, you know? I think most people that were playing it were asking questions about the roster. But hey, I'll be honest, despite the glaring omissions and the stories behind why some of the, you know, characters that you would have really expected to be in there just weren't in it. Like, I wouldn't say it's an amazing game, but I don't know, I kind of had fun playing it. Like, I haven't touched the game in like 10 years. But like, I wouldn't mind it if they give another go. And I'm just going to run forward here because that bomb seems like it might cause a bit of an issue. Is it going to set off another one? Apparently not, that's good. Now I just knock this last one into the water and I should be good to go. I think. As soon as this works with me. Does it want to work with me? I don't think it wants to work with me. There we go. How far through am I? 51%. Okay. So I do need to be a bit careful, but hey, I haven't fallen in the water all that much, so I will call that a success. And that looks like a secret area. And that appears to be a life bottle, so I have even more maximum health now. So that is 7 total maximum health bars. However, the random camera pan there did not help me at all. Since these guys can come back out of the water if I knock them in, I might as well just use the sword to try to kill them. Because obviously knocking them into the water is kind of ultimately pointless if they're just going to... Like, it's ultimately pointless to try to knock them into the water if they're just going to run back out of it, you know? Okay, that is 57%. Okay, the fact that I can't ride these chariots means I'm absolutely going to get chased down the hill by them. So let's just hide that one out to the side, and we should be good to go. Now we pick this up, and okay, that gate closed behind me. And honestly, I think I should probably just use the sword for this, because obviously the sword is good for the knights, but the armors I kind of need the hammer for. I could daring dash the armors, but at the same time, I think that's probably very dangerous. I mean, it's definitely an option that I have, but I feel like at some point, if I do that, I will just shove myself off the cliff with them. And obviously, I don't really want to send myself flying off the cliff. However, at the same time, it seems to hit them a lot further than the hammer does. So you know what, I think I might just live dangerously. Never mind, that's all of them down. Fantastic. And because the gate opens, we can double back. I think how many of these do I have? I have all 8. Also, they appear to be flying enemies. So, not looking forward to these things. Also, they appear to just be flying off. So, that's going to be an annoyance. Especially since I can't target them when they just randomly fly off. But hey, I guess I'm going to have to kill them somehow. So I have a feeling I'm going to get annoyed by these flying enemies by the end of the level. Because obviously I don't have a way to just aim at and lock onto them. I don't have a way to aim at and lock onto them. It's kind of like the game's natural sort of soft lock-on that I have to rely on for this. The bomb definitely helped though, not gonna lie. Yeah, it seems to just fly off. Like, it seems to take a little bit of damage and just fly off. So maybe if I don't know if they're regenerating their health when they fly off. But I guess I could try just waiting and just throwing a spear at them. Because obviously the spear does a lot more damage. And in theory, there we go, fantastic. So I probably need to kill, what, 3 more of these things? That's a bomb. And, okay, I'm just going to run back here just to be safe. Because I don't really want to get knocked off by those. And I needed to do a run and jump there, I think. I think I definitely needed to do a running jump there. Fortunately, I still have plenty of health bars available. Oh, honestly, honestly, seeing these regular knights turning up is, like, just seeing these regular knights turning up is so helpful for me. And honestly, I might as well try using the axe. I might as well try using the axe, because it seems like it does a lot of damage, and it comes back and it has infinite ammo, so that might be the play. I don't know how many times I'll have to land a hit with it, but hey. Oh, I guess I can get the, whatchamacallit, the snake thing to come and help me. I think it was called Calcatura or something. Either way, I guess that can come help me here, but at the same time, I don't think it's really going to do anything against flying enemies. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything against a flying enemy, and obviously, well, these enemies are flying, so... Okay, we killed enough, we can go get the chalice. Fantastic. So, I'm going to quickly... I'll leave that healing spring there, and I'll probably... I'm going to need it, because I just ran off the edge again like a giant idiot. Okay. Also, yeah, I don't know if the giant snake thing would be able to kill the knights. Well, the giant suits of armor. So, I don't know how useful it would even be in this level. But hey, I'm not going to complain. Because now we can head on back to the Hall of Heroes when we leave this stage, which hopefully shouldn't take us too much longer, because we just need to go back and talk to the boatman, well, the ferryman again. So that shouldn't take us too long. I'm just going to quickly get my healing done. You know, because I would quite like to go into the next level at as close to full health as I possibly can, because who knows, anything could happen in that next level. And honestly, I'm probably going to buy just a little bit more ammo for my projectile weapons, primarily just because I don't know if there's going to be a boss fight in the next level. However, what I do know is every time there has been a boss fight, it's always been just a good idea to have ranged options available. And I'm just going to run past that last one, because realistically, I don't need to fight it. And let's just talk to him with the soul helmets, and we should be able to finish this level.
Gracious of you. It's a change to meet a polite young skeleton after dealing with those filthy zombie types. Hop aboard.
Okay, so with that, we finish off the level and we get another trip to the Hall of Heroes. And now the question is, what can we actually get this time? Because on the upper floor, there's the spear lady, there's the shield guy, the axe guy. I think he was a sword guy, and the centaur person. So let's see what we can get at this time. So let's just quickly run around and see. Spear lady has nothing for us, shield guy doesn't, the centaur guy has another thing, axe guy doesn't, but apparently sword guy does, so let's talk to sword guy.
Alright then, man. How you doing? Now then, have you got yourself a magic sword? What? Daniel, man, you can't go into battle against an army of undead without a magic sword. Here, take mine. You'll never have to sharpen another blade, or my name's not Dick Steadfast. It's not enough just to have a magic shield, you know, no matter what that soft ticky stern card says.
Not gonna lie, I will happily take a magic
Good
sword.
lad. Why, I'd sooner go into battle holding a tea tray than carry that weedy Gale's shield of his.
Okay, magic sword, fantastic. So I assume this is a direct upgrade to the broadsword, and probably the strongest weapon in the game. If nothing else, it looks cool. So now I have assumably the strongest shield and the strongest sword. So I'll call that a pretty good success, because now I should be in a comfortable place to hopefully, and I feel like I'm getting towards, like, Serdan's maximum power. Also, I'll be totally honest, I have no idea how close I am to the end of the game, but since I'm getting a whole lot of power-ups, and there's probably, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's probably, like, 4 or 5 more, or chalices I can get, so I imagine, like, there's probably a few more power-ups I can get, so I imagine I'm kind of closing in on the end of the game. Or at least halfway through. I don't know exactly. Anyway, our next level is the lake. And this is another water level. I'm not looking forward to this. I'll be honest, any water level on narrow pathways... Oh, those are very narrow pathways, okay. You haven't got your army now. Better use stealth than charge in. Beware the Watchers. If they spot you, they will soon summon others. Okay, so what do the Watchers look like? And can the camera work with me here? What was that thing? That looked like a weird pineapple fish. And, wait, that was like a strawberry pineapple fish thing. Either way, it seems like killing it didn't add... Yeah, killing it didn't add to the chalice, so I might as well just leave it as best I can. Okay. I don't know what the difference... I mean, obviously these eye things must be the Watchers, you know? Also, these lizard crocodile things seem like they do a lot of damage, but also I should probably use the shield, because, you know, I have a shield and I am just not using it. Okay, so we grab the Earth Rune and run back. Fantastic. I imagine if I don't know which one is which, but whatever. Okay, there was some money in there, and energy vial in here, so let's grab this. We're back to full health. What do you have to say, random head on the wall?
The ancient people of this long-vanished town once sought to harness the power of crystals found in the caverns below. Now, Zarek seeks to unlock the secrets of this arcane science. This mine shaft leads deep into the earth, to certain doom in the crystal caverns.
Okay, so I assume the crystal caverns must be the next level. Okay, I guess the black eyes... Okay, I think it's like the red and... Yeah, I think it's like the white and green eyes. The white and green eyes seem to summon enemies. The red and black eyes seem attack. And we can grab a Chaos Rune real quick. Also, since I mentioned it earlier in the episode, but like, for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, that was a game that, like, existed. Like, I'm kind of just, like, running through the roster in my head, and I'm trying to remember who was in it. And I think I've remembered most of the roster. And, yeah, it was a strange... It was definitely a strange roster, but at the same time, one thing I will never fault that game on was just the way in which it did its stage... okay, yeah, that was pretty bad on me. But yeah, the way it did its stages was pretty interesting. How they were like a combination of two other stages. Like how you'd have... No. Like you would have... Like you had the God of War stage, and then just like at a certain point, like the things from Patapon would just turn up. Like that was a kind of wild one. I think there was a... Was it a Loco Roco stage or something? Like, I think Buzz got interrupted by Metal Gear Rising or something. It was a kind of wild stage. Like, the stages were really interesting in that game. And that was just really bad on me. To be totally honest, I kind of thought that the wooden post would have been, you know, solid and attached to the little bridge. Apparently I was mistaken, and apparently my turning circle was a bit too big. There. So I am not having a good time in this level. So I've lost 3 health bars in like the last, what, 30 seconds? But hopefully I can get through without too much hassle. I say that as if this isn't going to be an incredibly annoying water level. You know, because this is a water level in a game from 1998. Like, this is peak... Like, this is a peak everyone hates water levels time. Okay, I guess earlier than that was also peak everyone hates water levels time. But still... I mean, to be fair, I think people probably still don't really like water levels all that much even now, so, also, not gonna lie, having to fight enemies that can just jump back out of the water, and also spit acid when I die if I make contact with water is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Okay, we have the Chaos Rune, and that lights up this crystal by the looks of things, but I don't know what else that's gonna do. It seems like it's gonna summon some enemies, okay? It summoned 3 of them by the looks of things. Yeah, like, yeah, and I seem to take knockback damage. I got hit with knockbacks as well. So this is gonna be pretty bad for me, I think. But hey, eventually I'm just gonna have to play it a bit slowly, I think. Like, if I just play slow, I should probably be okay. Okay, we can grab the Time Rune. What does this say? The crystal contraptions that surround the whirlpool can freeze its dangerously turbulent waters. You will need all of the rune keys to activate the magical machines. But even after I stop that, I still just die if I touch the water, so ultimately, what's the point? And that was very close. I don't like that. So we are now a little over halfway there, and I am just gonna have to kind of like gradually creep my way forward. But hey, that is 2 of these done. And is it gonna summon more of these things? Apparently not. Okay. However, judging from the fact that there's still 48% of the thing, oh, there's a healing thing there. That is fantastic for me. Okay, that is 3 of these things done. And that stops that. Is there a boss in here? If there's a boss in there, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay. If nothing else, we've stopped the whirlpool, but what did stopping the whirlpool do? Like, what did that properly accomplish? Is the Star Rune down there? Because I need the Star Rune to finish the level. Because the, like, green glow that tells me where the end of the level is was over there by the entrance to the Crystal Caverns. Also, these things can just hop back out of the water regardless of if the whirlpool's there or not. I kind of question why the whirlpool was there to begin with, but whatever. Okay, let's just heal and take a moment. Just gonna take a moment to heal, because honestly, this level has been not exactly enjoyable for me so far. I would be lying if I said this has been a level I've had fun with. Okay, I'll be honest, I knew they healed for about that much. I was still hoping it would heal just a little bit more. Is that one I've already done? Yes, it is. You know what? I'm gonna try jumping in here. I actually was meant to jump in there, okay. Is that an elephant? That looks like a moth elephant thing. That is a strange looking creature. Like, no complaints, it's just a very strange looking creature. Can I turn the do I have a button to center the camera back, please? There we go, fantastic. Okay, we get energy vial, money, and more money. Is there going to be a boss fight through here, or what? I'm going to keep the crossbow out just in case. No, but there's the chalice. So I'll have to jump back down here later. Oh, this just brings me back out here. That is good information. I say that. So I assume this is... I think this is the other side of that fence from earlier, right? Or at least close to it. And if nothing else, I'm definitely getting close. Okay, if I was the other side of that... If I was the other side of that boat... And I can buy stuff in this level. Well, I found the shop for this level, which means that fence is there. And there's the star rune. Okay, that should summon a couple more enemies, shouldn't it? Yes, it should. Fantastic. Because obviously I need to kill every single enemy I see. And also, fortunately, I'm a bit more willing to just sit there and take damage now. Oh, that opens the gate so I can backtrack. Okay. Like, I'm more than willing to kind of just backtrack through the stage. But now, well, now I know where I actually have to go and how to do stuff, I think. However, I do still need to, do a couple more things. But I have the star rune now, but I do need to find the remaining enemies. I imagine these are probably all of the remaining enemies. Okay, maybe not, considering that only seemed to go up by like 4% there. So maybe I just need to kill all of the enemies and just, maybe, I don't know, maybe the game will be nice and just spawn in a whole bunch of them for me on my way back. But I want to get 5%. Because I have, no, that was bad on my part. I shouldn't have used the Daring Dash. Like, this level and the last one seem to be a bad idea. Like, in these couple of levels, it's been a bad idea to use the Daring Dash. I shouldn't be using it, probably, at all. But hey, I'm just gonna quickly... okay, I need to run and then jump there. But the fish don't do anything. I don't get anything for killing the fish. So... where will these final enemies be? That's the question. I need to find these final enemies so I can grab the chalice before I leave the stage. Maybe... yeah, I don't know where they'll be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a cut to when I eventually find where these enemies are, so I'll be right back. Okay, I found them. Or at least I found 2 of them. So, I think I might have to make another cut when I try to find the final one. But, if nothing else, I've found 2 of the 3. So now I just need to find this last one, and I should be good to go. I also made an awful discovery that I wish I'd learned earlier in the stage. That being, as it turns out, the big thing in the middle, you can actually rotate that, and I hadn't realized and didn't know that. So I kind of just made the platforming unnecessarily difficult for myself, because I didn't know that was an option. Anyway, I'm going to make a cut to when I find this last enemy, so I'll be right back again. Okay. So I finally got this last enemy to spawn. I also fell into the water again while trying to find it, so I may be in a bit of a danger zone. Because it is entirely possible that I will just fall off and die and actually get a game over before I finish this level. I'm hoping that will not be the case, but it is entirely possible. So now I can just run back in here, grab the chalice, and make my way carefully, very carefully, to the end of the stage. Because now I just run back over here. I think I turned it one too many times, so I'll need to make a jump. Or I can just hit the thing. So I can turn it once, turn it twice, and now I can just have a nice, comfortable run to the end of the stage, because I've killed all the enemies, and there's nothing left for me to do in here. So, with that, let's hop on through here, use the star rune, open this up, and leave the level, go back to the Hall of Heroes, and gain access to the crystal caverns. Or crystal caves, whatever the game wants to call it. I think it said there are crystal caverns. Do you have anything to say now, buddy? Anything new?
Back and forth.
No. Okay, that is exactly what he said last time. So, let's see what we can get this time, if anything at all. Nothing from him. Nothing from Axe Guy. Centaur Guy still has something for us. Okay, yeah, it's just the Centaur Guy. Okay. So, Mr. Centaur, what do you have for me this time?
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
Okay, sure, what is it? That is a magic longbow. Okay. So, I guess he gave us the longbow, then the flaming longbow, and now the magic longbow. So I'm gonna switch back to the magic sword while I try reading this book. Oh, okay, that's just the tutorial for it, okay. So with that, we can now leave the Hall of Heroes and gain access to the next level, which is the Crystal Caves, and I'm really hoping I find some healing items in there, or a healing spring pretty early on, because otherwise I might have to make an emergency return to an earlier level. I might make an emergency return to an earlier level just to heal up, but if I do that, I'll do that in between episodes, and I'll notify, and I will mention it, and it'll be obvious at the start of the next level if I do that. So, today, we made our way through the pools of the ancient dead and across the lake, and next time we can start up in the Crystal Caves. So, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all on, I think, Monday? Or Wednesday? I forget which week I'm on for this. Anyway, whenever the next episode is, yeah, I'm doing really badly at this. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching. Later.